staples. I got staples in my back, staples in my
Speaking from a hospital bed, Jacob Blake described his constant agony.
24 hours, every 24 hours, it's pain, it's nothing but pain. It hurts to breathe, it hurts to sleep, it hurts to move from side to side, it hurts to eat.
Blake was shot in the back by a Kenosha, Wisconsin policeman in August. He's had numerous surgeries and is paralyzed. The state's Department of Justice is investigating the shooting.
I just want to say, man, to all the young cats out there, and even the older ones, older than me, it's a lot more life to live out here, man.
In Rochester, New York, protesters clashed with heavily armed police. Police used chemical irritants against protesters who had launched fireworks at them. Some protesters formed a human chain, and there were several arrests. The demonstrators were demanding justice for Daniel Prude, who died in March after police restrained him, held him on the pavement, and put a mesh hood over his head. Prude's death was ruled a homicide. The New York Attorney General announced she would impanel a grand jury as part of what she termed an exhaustive investigation into Prude's death. 7 Rochester police officers involved in the killing have been suspended. In Louisville, Kentucky, Black Lives Matter demonstrators continued their protests over the death of Breonna Taylor, shot by police in her home in March. The protesters gathered outside a racetrack where the prestigious Kentucky Derby horse race was run. Armed counter-protesters, calling themselves pro-police patriots, confronted the Black Lives Matter marchers. There was arguing and yelling, but no violence, as the Patriot group eventually withdrew. And in Portland, Oregon, more protests over police misconduct and systemic racism continued for the 100th consecutive night. Portland has come to symbolize the most extensive nationwide protests the U.S. has seen in decades over racial injustice. As the summer season draws to its close, the U.S. faces a long, hot holiday weekend of protest. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera.